Carrying pictures of Chairman Mao. You ain't gonna make it with anyone anyhow. To the Occupy Wall Street protest, what do we want? What do we want? I've been involved in this movement for a long, long time. Years. Like Michael Moore's been involved in it for 30 years. Now, tired of you people trying to delegitimize him when go watch Roger and Me. And to the corporate media, CNN, Fox, ABC, CBS, NBC, you guys are pathetic. You journalists that work for them are pathetic. You want to throw your hat into the ring for people who exploit slaves, for these corporate robbers, that you are making one major, major mistake. You sit up in your far removed glass house and you want, okay, the broad context is about fairness. You want individual what we want. You want point by point. I'll give you point by point. Break it down into the micro so you're Neanderthal, ignorant, Freudian, steal every penny you could get and destroy the country in your fascist, fucking radical military industrialized complex that you've created that's made us hated around the fucking world, who smashed everything we ever fought for and stood for in the history of this country. Honesty, hard work that our parents fought for and bled and died for. And our grandpas bled. You fuckers want a backdoor. And to you Tea Party ignorant radicals, you are nothing but fascists. You are pushing a fascist agenda. You people throw your hat right into the ring with Hank Williams Jr. You fit right in because you are ignorant. You don't even know the definition of fascism. Let me explain to you the far right idealistic theory of a big, massive military via bloodlines, via military, is fascism. The right Tea Party are fascists. They are non-patriot, the ignorant. What is it? Okay, I'll tell you. What do we want? Point by point? I'll tell you what we want point by point. Reform the tax code. Completely restructure the tax code to where it's fair, to where it's not progressive, where it's not regressive, to where it's fair, just like Buffett says. The corporate creeps that there's nothing American about it force these companies that claim to be an American, they're going to the Fed window, gives 0% interest, to play fair, pay their share as they exploit this country and rob and pillage this country into dust. They talk about, and they think they're patriots. Okay, reform. Second, not allow spoiled goods in this country. Look, Indonesia, Philippines, China, they're exploiting cheap labor, forced labor. Children work for 37 cents an hour, obliterating the environment, dumping freaking. Bolster the EPA worldwide. Bolster the EPA. Do not allow these tariffs. Hell yes. Hell yes. Tariffs. Block these fucking cheating, creepy pricks. These businessmen in China and Western Europe and the United States, whoever are setting up shop over there and exploiting labor, that is what this is. This is redistribution of wealth. Hold them accountable. If you're a CEO or a corporate board of a corporation who's using slaves in China, arrest them. Put them in the world courts. Okay, in third, usury laws. What is a usury law? We have usury laws across this country. Maximum interest rate anyone could charge. Why? Because the Fed lowering the interest rate to 0 has not benefited any of us. We need a policy that allows anybody who has a mortgage, anybody, irregardless of credit score, as long as they freaking got out the house and they've been paying on the house, to refinance it at the 4% interest rate. Why? Because there's a conspiracy between the credit scoring agencies, who are nothing more than the big banks. They're the same people who just change their free credit score. They're the same people. That's a conspiracy. Oh, here, sir, you want a loan? We can't give you the 4% because you had a late payment back in 1971. I think, okay, so how's 23%? Usury laws, 5% over the prime. The maximum interest rate anyone can charge. Get rid of these pay here car dealers, buy here, pay here. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. It is nothing but exploitation of the poor. These collection agency attorneys that exist all over, it is nothing but exploitation. Get rid of them. They use the courts as their collection goons. It is loan sharking. It is nothing but loan sharking. Maximum interest rate usury laws. Okay, enforce antitrust laws. Restructure the Federal Reserve. Restructure the Fed. I just got done writing a book about the Fed. I grew up in a Fed quintessential freaking family that there ever was. Look, the Fed has been kidnapped by the right radical freaking thinking Greenspan theology. Change it. Get rid of Bernanke. Put in a progressive in the Fed. Get somebody who wants to benefit economic policy for the whole country, like the Fed used to be. Okay, next. Again, the usury laws. Oh, enforce the laws against the mortgage brokers at the local level and the high level who forge paper. The robo-signings, the local mortgage broker, the appraiser, hey, what do you need? Put him in jail! Put him in jail! Look, when a guy comes and just forges a document on the back end and he cheated you 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 12 years, tricked you into this fucking ballooned up fucking payment in some fucking land, and he forged fucking documents, I know tons of them. I know tons of them right here. Put him in fucking jail! Feds go after them. Again, prescription med shoppers, doctors who write prescription meds over and over, put them in jail. They're dope dealers. That's what we want. I want to show you this. I keep this as a metaphor. I was involved in an antitrust lawsuit, a huge antitrust lawsuit. Okay, look who this is. Bank of America, AIG, antitrust, Bank of America. Wrote the check. It's an antitrust law against AIG for some insurance. My share of it was $27,000 in overworkman's compensation they were charging me. Okay, it went on for years. Look how much I got. I got a check. We won. $4.40. There it is right there. And all you journalists who empower these Chairman Mao, Chinese, it's not the Chinese people, they're being smashed just like the people of America, just like the people of Western Europe. We are all in the same. This is a philosophical class warfare, nuclear class warfare that you waged on us. We never waged class warfare. We played nice. We played nice. Look what you did to us. You robbed us. Look, we had a society that the average athlete made 3 times the average working class worker. That the average CEO made 4 times. When you neocon conservative freakers took over, look now, 1,800 times on a CEO. 1,800 times an athlete. Is it the athlete's fault? No. Is it the CEO's fault? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Is it the people that empower them? Yes. That's what we want. We want fairness. We want fairness through the tax code. We want fairness through corporations paying their fair share. We want fairness through the employment market. We don't want to compete with a child slave in China who's being forced to work for 37 cents an hour. We want, and one last thing, arrest the people that pay cash and exploit illegal labor. It is not the exploited, it is the exploiters. It is the exploiters, these hairsprayed, fat, fucking lazy pieces of shit who never learned a trade, never went to college, never did nothing much easier, just exploited labor and paying some cash with a Sarah Palin winking and fucking nod. Kevin Blanch, post-ignorance.